3, 2, 1. We're live. We're live.
Hey everyone, how you been doing?
Hey everyone and anyone. Hello. Hello friends. Hello friends. I hope we
What's
have
been
some
going
friends here.
on?
I know, how are we going? You have a jingle bell and you also have a fire beep. I don't know what's going on at your house, Doreen, but it sounds like
What do I
fun.
have? A jingle bell and a hoo hoo?
And the fire beep, the beep beep beep
Oh,
beep.
okay. I don't know what the jingle bell is. I don't know what either one of them are, but
What happened to my community? Can we chat in my community or what happened here? Hey Whitney, how are you?
hi
All
Whitney.
right. How are you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing, witness? I just saw your answer. I'm confused, I guess. I put a question up, Dora, and I know that you're not a huge part of the SPTV community, right? But I just put a Q&A, and I'll probably keep putting a Q&A on my lives for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says if you are a part of the SPTV verse, right, where we spend a lot of time, I've brought you into that world, right?
Yes.
How are you feeling? Because there are a lot of drama going on between creators, foundations, people that maybe are not who you thought they were. All that kind of thing is going
Right.
on in there, and it goes on in different communities, and it just sucks. What is the problem? Can we not chat, or what's the deal? Okay, weird. I don't know. I don't know. I can't see.
Like who can't chat? The viewer?
No, I couldn't. No, now I could see it. It was really weird. I was seeing Witness and StreamYard, but not on YouTube. And then once I took the Q&A away. It let me do it. And I know earlier or yesterday when I was doing my live, Michelle let me know that you couldn't comment in the comments at all. So just something I've finagled on YouTube. I'm pointing over here, but YouTube, uh, so that it could make, so it could work. So, anyways, let's see what Swit's saying. I'm doing good trying to regulate my central nervous system as avoiding any drama or trying to. Yeah, it's hard. I'm sure it's hard for you too. Whitney is a moderator for some channels. I think some of hopefully the easier channels, but I know a lot of the big channels get a bunch of bullshit anyway and crappy feedback. So, yeah, it's hard to, that's one thing, when you find something, Dor, when you find an outlet, like us, when we don't feel good and we're at home all
Right.
the time, and it's like we have to kind of find some things that we can put our time into that is worthy, right? But it
Right.
fills our time. And so, I know a bunch of us have been committed to the ex-Scientology movement for over a year now, I would say. Um,
Right.
now that we're hitting May, right? So, um, it's it's difficult when you've been so immersed and you give your money and your heart, and you really do give your heart to people. I mean, you like fall in love with these people and their stories, and you start watching them flourish and shine, and like you've seen, where they come out, they get jobs, they work up,
Yes. Yeah.
and they're proud of their self,
Of
right?
course.
And
And they
so
should be. Of course.
they absolutely should be. And so that's what, I think a lot of us are doing in the background, are just trying to be like, yes, go you, go you. You need a few
Right.
dollars. Here's a few dollars. You know what I mean? No, you've never had this experience. Here's a few dollars. Have this experience. Or these people need help. Okay. Here's a few dollars to help them, right? Or
Right.
here's my house to help them, or here's me giving them a ride to what they need to do.
Exactly. Yes.
A lot of people have offered their time and their heart and their space just like that. Hey, Chloe.
Hey,
And
Chloe, how are you?
so I think that, we've really been invested in these stories, and now seeing all of these breakups or these uglinesses come to truth and light, it really, really, it really hurts my heart.
Yeah.
It, it hurts watching people breaking up or breaking things, fractures, fractures in foundations.
Right.
Let's see. It says Sterling hasn't been streaming lately, so that's good. And Reese's streams are good. Yeah, she's a mod on those two, and those are both great channels to mod on, right? They really are not as heavy. Oh, look who's here! It's my girl, my girl. It's our girl.
Oh, my little, what are we today? Today you're my little butterbean.
My butterbean, little butterbean.
My little
Joni
bean
is so
sprout.
sweet.
My little bean sprout.
Joni is such a sweet person. See what says. Yes, I think many of us have been there where you had no one to turn to. So we became invested, right? That is a huge point. Is like
Yes.
you see all these people that like nobody has loved you, and like I'm full of love. You've known me for plenty of time, Doreen, and I'm like loving is a superpower. It's free to love
I've got
people,
extra love and I can
right?
share it with you. Yeah.
Right. I got love to spare, and I can, and so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, most certainly, Whitney. It's like, yes, let's love you. Let's be invested. Let's help you do the things. And then it's like, hold on a second. I'm not sure where to be invested, I should be investing. Am I putting my shit in a safe place? Am I saying the right things? I don't know. And so I kind of felt caught in like a web of different deceits, and I didn't like that. So I kind of backed away from a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of different people. Yeah, I haven't caught Reese in a hot minute. I don't know if she's home yet, Joni. Hey, Judy girl. I don't know if she's home, but she was
Hey, Jonah.
in
I
Phoenix,
saw your
Joni.
plant today. You put it back up. I saw your plant today. It looked good. And I saw you said you were talking to your cucumbers and
What
they're
plants?
trying to her plants,
What plants?
her tomatoes. And she showed a picture of the cucumber, the dirt. But
Yes.
she's talking to her cucumbers now, and she's trying to get them to,
Be big
come up.
guys.
Yeah. So maybe
Be grown
soon the
ups.
cucumbers.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think so.
it'll
Let me
sprout.
see. Well, I think that it is already sprouted today. I think there was a little tiny greenery sticking up through the dirt.
In
And
the
we had talked
cucumber?
about, yeah, it was the cucumber. There was a little sprout today,
Aw.
I believe. So,
Because she's been talking, and he's like, I want to see who's the person talking to me all the time.
yeah, right. See, it's like they'll grow if you talk to them nice. That's what I said. You just have to talk to them nice and tell them, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Be a nice, fat, juicy tomato in my mouth.
Yeah.
And that was something we talked about the other day. You weren't with me that day, but I was talking about us all talking about growing, doing a little veggies, you know.
Oh yeah,
So
we're all supposed to grow a little something, right?
right, be getting our stuff going to be growing. So I have my tomatoes and basil. We'll have to
Already
get.
planted?
No, I haven't. I have the pots and all the dirt and everything for it. So I need to just put it together and let it start doing what Joni is doing, because she just put them in and let them sprout.
What
And
kind of
then
dirt did you get?
I just got the Miracle Grow with all the food and all the like the Miracle Grow that's got everything in it. And I like to use that for like everything, in all honesty, because it just, I am definitely not good with plants. I don't have a green thumb. So like for me, that's been like a saving grace.
I saw today, I don't know, it looked like sugar, and it could have been cornstarch, and it could have been baking soda. It didn't say. But it's something you put under your plant, under your strawberry plant,
Okay.
and you'll grow the best big strawberries.
Well, we're gonna have to find out what it is.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't mind doing strawberries. You know, one of my fondest memories of my Nana, right, is I would go early in the morning to
Right.
pick the strawberries because they were all in the little bushels, you know, and you had to get down. I mean, it was tedious probably for a grown person, but I'm little, and I would pick all the strawberries. I used to love it. So I would love to grow a strawberry plant this year.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those things? And I don't know how well they work, and I don't even know if they make them anymore. It was like an as seen on TV type of thing, and it was like a bag that you could grow strawberries out of.
Was it one of those things that you turn upside down?
Yeah, I think like the topsy turvy thing, where is
Yeah,
that what it
and
was
then
called?
it just, yeah, like grows downward, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Yeah.
would like one of those.
Like they have one for tomatoes.
Yeah, yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go topsy turvy. I don't know. I'm just afraid of like the bugs and ants and things.
I know. I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about putting um like the plastic from like a baby carriage, when they put the plastic over the baby carriage not to get wet.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like putting that over it, that it has the holes in it, the holes are all punched in it already, the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting that over so that the bugs don't get, well, maybe not as many.
Bugs are pretty sneaky, Doreen.
I know. I've had bugs get in my inner thighs, and I don't know how, because you'd need a crane to get in between those legs. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you.
They're sneaky,
But a
man.
mosquito found its way to get there. Don't know how, but you think that it would have got smothered before
I
it could
know
even bite me.
mosquitoes
But
are little tricky things.
yeah.
I wanted to ask Whitney if she's been in a little bit of a flare up lately. Just because she had mentioned it, and I know like we have to keep our stress in check, right? MSers, multiple sclerosisers.
Yes, and that hasn't been happening for me lately. But yeah,
No.
you're right. I have to tone it down.
No, yeah. Well, and there's not only, I mean, when we talk about illness between Doreen and I, and the only reason that I'm even mention it is for educational purposes. But you're talking about MS, diabetes, cutaneous lupus, Sjogren's. We both have major back issues, right? So
Depression,
depression,
anxiety.
anxiety, those are both things we have in common that we both carry. Then there's a few little things that we both carry.
Like fibro.
Yeah, fibro. All those things need to keep the
That and some change. We carry some loose change.
and some loose change around. That doesn't help anything. SGDSR shots, and they were pretty amazing. But I'm really isolating a lot and looking for a job. How are you feeling? Well, I hope that the shots helped, Whitney. How How do you feel like the shots have done? And then also, how is it going looking for a job and isolating so much? I imagine that that's probably pretty difficult, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I know myself in past times where I'm struggling and I'm isolating and all of those things, and I'm trying to do something successful at the same time. It's almost like I feel disappointed in myself then. It's like I have shit to do, so you know, let's get
Yeah.
it going. But you know what? If you got the shots, and I'm gonna that's a whole conversation in itself, talking about the shots, which I'm not opposed to doing. It's the stellate ganglion block, um, and with the dual sympathetic reset, and it's something you and I have not had a chance to talk about, but it is used for like PTSD, different things, to almost kind of reset your thinking and your processing and your makeup, and so it's a really interesting thing. And then also today I watched a conversation between a creator, Natalie Webster, and this other guy, Jamie Mustard, which I know that Witness and they know, but I found it interesting how he was referring to it and continues to refer it as post-traumatic stress injury, not post-traumatic stress disorder. Like, it's an
Mm,
injury on the brain. It's an
right.
injury that happens. And so these shots are they're coming back with a lot of positive feedback of being able to get past some of that post-traumatic stress injury and move forward in your life and kind of open back up. But I'm sure that the shots helped narrow down the baby issues around the heart, shoulder, and neck. Excellent. But then you still have the other parts of the body. And I think that the whole going through, even committing to do those shots, I think, Doreen, are like a huge commitment, because you know what you want out of them, but
But what do you have to like? Do you have to follow something like before you get them, and then follow something afterwards?
well, there has to be a need for you to get them, right? And which we could do a whole nother talk about it. You and I could do a little bit more research or have some things pulled up anyway. Um, yeah, she says, yes, it was Jamie Mustard and their book that convinced me to do it. Took away a lot of inflammation, pain throughout my body. I love that. And
That's great.
yeah, I love that you did it for that. That's something I've really been wondering and curious about myself. Uh, yeah, and it's either adult childhood or adult trauma. It is trauma, right? It's an amazing. It's the possibilities, truthfully, are amazing. Um,
So
and
can
then
I say, if you were to get those shots, can I say that like you wouldn't like your panic attacks would subside? Like you wouldn't get them as often, or maybe you just wouldn't get them at all.
perhaps, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, changes your way of thinking. Now, I do think that you have to do some work with it, I would imagine. I mean, you're changing a lot of things, I guess, or it's just a reset, and so I would imagine you would have to get adjusted,
Hmm.
but definitely And there's so much good information, right? That I've gotten out of Jamie Mustard and his books and his talks and things like that we could do. And he also has a TED Talk coming up that I'm looking forward to. So, yeah, see, she says it changes dramatically. I can use
Wow.
coping skills much easier. I still need to control myself, but I don't go into that fight or fear mode anymore.
Nice.
Not
I would love
wonderful.
to not go through that anymore.
Let's look into it, Dora. Let's look into it.
Yes.
Let's look into it. And this is something else I wanted to point out because we all go through that, right? When you're looking for a job, rejections from job hunting takes a lot of recoup from me, but getting better. That's wonderful. And that's something to keep in mind too right now. Witnesses, like so many people want a job that it's not like the days of like only one person applied. Remember that when you're like the only person that applied for a job?
Yeah.
I mean, now it's just so competitive. So just keep
Well,
that in
witness,
mind.
are there more jobs at home now than there are out there in the public?
There might be. And I don't know if I told her if she was interested in a work at home job. I could
Yes.
that there were some different things that I know that are legit work at home, work from home
What
jobs.
did witness put up? Yes, dramatically. Dramatically what?
Oh, I thought we already read it. She said yes, dramatically it changed, like where she doesn't go into that fight or flight mode
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
And yeah, she said yes from lots of work from home stuff in your area. But sometimes it's good to get out, especially when you're an isolator. You know what I mean? It's almost like you got to make yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like you and me talk about it sometimes as much as like we stay in the house or don't go, right? And a lot of times, I just don't go because I'm in so much pain. But even then, I will feel better
If you go out.
for have going. Yes, for have going. Even though I may physically feel worse, like my body may hurt more, I'm more exhausted or any of those things, but I feel like happier with myself
Well,
that I made myself do it.
sadly enough, I don't go out because I have absolutely nowhere to go. And I wouldn't get that far.
You might. Well, because Doreen and I are going to start a fund, okay? And it doesn't matter how long it takes for this fund to happen. I put my PayPal, my Cash App, my whoever I have in my thing because we're going to get Tiffany to New York to visit Doreen again. And this time I'm saying we are going to go do things that other people would like to see us do together.
Right.
And we're committing to each other that we're going to go do it. Because just before we got on, I said, now, what if we do this? It doesn't matter how long it takes us, right? And I'll obviously contribute to my travel, obviously, as well. But I said, now, what if people would pay for us to do things together or go different places together? We would have to do it, right? And even though we might be uncomfortable.
Right.
So you see Tiff and Doreen in an Uber going. And I said,
Well,
I'm like,
that's
no,
why I got to get those shots before.
right? Maybe we both should work on it. Yeah, like I'm like, if somebody would pay for us to fly around the Eiffel Tower, would you do it? And she's like, yeah, I do. Or I mean the Statue of Liberty. And she said, yes, right? We could go to the
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty. So I said, if somebody would pay for us to like helicopter around the Statue of Liberty, would you do it? Because that's a scary thing, right? Two scary things.
Yeah.
Couple scary things there. And she said, yes, she'd do it. So I think that would just be a fun goal for us. I think it would be something fun to do. And I think it would be something fun to take our friends along with us.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be something different with, even though I am so connected to the SPTV community, and I'm not going to leave it. I'm just trying to figure it fucking out. Yeah, see?
Well,
Witnesses. I'd love to see your adventures in New York City, right? And I think the thing of it would be, here's my thing with you and me doing it, Doreen, is that we're both fairly agoraphobic.
yes.
We don't really jump
Yeah, you
very
see the strain in
often.
my neck coming out talking about
Right, you see, she's already having a panic attack about it. She's already having a panic attack.
it.
So cute.
No, I would do it. I don't believe a helicopter would be half as bad as a roller coaster.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, I think it would be a pretty smooth ride.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think because
I
I would never do a roller coaster anymore ever.
I don't think my body would, like,
I don't
honest to
think my
God,
body
I
would.
think you might have to wheel me off of it. I
I
mean,
think
that's
that at the end of that ride, you better have the coroner at the bottom, just ready to pick me up, roll me out, and that's it.
I know, right? We'll go on the roller coaster, but then we're gonna have to have chairs or gurneys waiting for us when we get off, when
Yeah.
it stops, right? One for each side, one for each
Yes.
side.
Yes.
Oh, would love to see you in New York when you guys are ready. Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I mean, it would be a lot of fun. I know. I love spending time with Doreen, and I've gone to see her once, and I would love to go and see her again. And well, I'm going to go see her again, whether, with or without help. I just thought with a
We had
little
fun.
help.
We had
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, I love you so much. I just
Me
adore
too.
you. Yeah. And yeah, it was like as soon as I saw Doreen, it was like she's just been like my best friend's sister.
Forever.
My
Like,
whole yeah. Like as soon as we hugged each other, it was like, yes, this is somebody that just belongs right here. She fits right into my hands, and she's forever with me now. But I thought it might be fun to go on some adventures, you know.
and despite my little attitude that I have, I really am a nice person. And it's really not
Doreen.
an attitude. It's just the Brooklyn way, a Brooklyn thing. Honestly, really.
It's a Brooklyn thing. It is a Brooklyn thing.
It's a Brooklyn thing.
I've had to tell people, no, they're just talking. It's Brooklyn. They're not arguing. They're not really like, fuck
We're
you,
just
fuck you.
loud. We are just
Yeah.
loud. But I actually heard somebody louder than me, and it was kind of annoying. And I thought to myself, well, fuck, I could imagine just how annoying I am. So
Fuck, that person's annoying. How
oh my
annoying
God,
must
they're so
I
loud.
be? And also, Whitney,
Aw, thank you so much, witness.
I know she's such a cutie. But Whitney, I also want you to know I've seen all of the hard work that you've been putting into everything you've been doing lately, and on your page and other people's page. And I want you to say I want to let you know it looks great. I've caught little glimpses of you on different people's pages here and there, and you're making the rounds, and I love it. I just want to let you know I see you, and I see you thriving, even though you may feel like you are not right at the moment. She really is.
Aw,
And she really is a brainiac, Whitney. She really is.
she looks it.
She's all for the law. That's who, when you want to know something about the law, Witness is who you need to go to. She knows the ins and outs of the business. Oh, I hate to say business. Oh, that's it. Trying to support the farmer. I'm trying. I love the It breaks my heart, doesn't it, Doreen? I come to
Yeah.
Doreen and tell her about these stories that I've heard or watched over the past year plus. I'm gonna almost say it's
Yeah.
been 18 months. I know.
Yeah.
Witness is like, ooh, business, that woman. I know. And I saw a thing about her, Taylor business. Oh, Doreen, it's a terrible story.
Is it?
Oh yeah, she cut up her dude. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her a little bit about it. She was like on drugs with her dude, and like she all this sexual thing, and she cut him all up, and she was like doing things to his parts as she was cutting him up, and all that. Yeah. So
Oh.
we'll just say that again. Ew, she business, that woman. Yeah, she was really gross. There's been some, and that's the other thing, I have to say, Whitney, I did pull a lot of my ex Sciento pages because I've just following so many YouTube, and my YouTube is just inundated with ex Scientology, which is what I want to see, but I also miss seeing everything else. So when I pulled some of that back, I did get to see some of my court TV. Yeah, super, super gross. Doreen will be way into it. She'll be way into it.
Oh, yes.
The grosser, the better. She likes to know all the nasty stuff. But yeah, that is one thing I've been able to do is watch a little bit more of my court TV things, and the Chad Daybell trial. I've been kind of just catching that here and there and listening to it. That's one thing I used to do all the time is just listen to court trials. Remember when I used to do that all the time?
Yeah.
But I also am somebody that when I get interested in something, I delve really deep into it, don't I?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Like it's like 1 year I'll be all into this
Oh,
thing, and
yeah.
then
It's like you're it. You're there. You're right there.
yeah, I'm always that. I've always been that way. It's so funny.
But it's good to be that way.
I think you can learn that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, Doreen, what's going on over there with you?
Same old, different day. Just a little aggravated, with the move with my son going soon, and
Well, their son lives upstairs, and he's getting ready to lives upstairs in his own apartment. Well, he lives upstairs
yes,
in his own apartment,
not with
but he's
mommy.
no, but he's getting ready to move to New Jersey.
It's gonna be a Jersey boy.
Wow.
I know. Of all places, I would have never thought that my son would move to New Jersey. The neighborhood, Greenpoint, Williamsburg,
Well,
sure. Jersey, would have never thought it. Would have never thunk it.
but you said they say it's like a little small town over there, like where they're moving to, right?
Yeah,
It like has a little small town feel.
yeah.
So that's nice. I mean, that may be nice, the slower pace of it.
I don't know if it's a slower pace, to be honest with you.
They'll have to learn. Well, it says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Doreen, but it's not that far, right?"
It's not that far, but it's the fact that he just won't be right here for me. I can't just go up the flight of stairs and, sit down and have my coffee and smoke my cigarette and bullshit with him and vice versa and stuff like that. I'm going to feel so separated.
Yes.
But I guess it's an adjustment that I'll have to deal with. And
No, and maybe it will be good for everybody, Now you can start your own wild sex life and parties and all
yeah,
that wild, Just say the party's just getting ready to get started.
nah,
Oh, I know. I know.
those are days gone.
I know. Until Tiffany comes, and then
Oh, then we're gonna party, sure.
right? Witnesses. Here comes well Doreen. I don't know. I hope so. I hope we see a little
I don't know if I
happening.
told you, but John's daughter was on Facebook the other day, and she was in her car with her husband, but I couldn't see him. I could only see her. And she had a container in her hands, and she was like, and I wrote to her, and I wrote, "You was at New Apollo?" And she said, "Yes, I was." She was
Is that
having
a
a,
restaurant?
yeah, the Chinese restaurant that sells the drinks,
Oh, the that are like the size of like the soup
the
that you
wonton soup. Yeah.
yeah.
So she goes, "Yes, I was." She was having a kamikaze,
Oh, nice.
and I told her I recognized the container right away. Right away, I recognized that container.
That's hilarious. I don't think although, since the panorama, you could order remember could start ordering drinks when you could order your food and you could order drinks to be
Yeah.
delivered, but you couldn't really you couldn't really before that.
Mm.
But now I'm gonna have to see. You know what I've been wanting since the panorama is a freaking Bloody Mary.
Really?
Yes. Johnny got to go to the bank in the morning.
Ooh.
I know you'll be taking care of business, girlfriend. I have a doctor appointment in the morning. I'm going to my daughter's early and I'm going to hang with her and Poppy. Well, I'm going to hang with Poppy and then her, and then we're going to the doctor.
Well, Nicole said that maybe, or she said next week or next month. She said, I'll try to drive in. He said, and I'll pass over there and I'll get us a drink. I'll get both of us one. She says, and we can just sit out. He says, and just do the ultimate gossiping.
Right? You got to catch up on the gossip.
I was
You
like,
gotta
that is so
meet the
cool. That would be
tea.
so cool. That would be so cool.
Right? I need the tea. I need the tea.
Oh, you want a black Russian, Joni? Okay.
Well, that's what you have, right?
No, I have a white Russian.
Oh, a white Russian. Well, I think I don't know, is one chocolatey? Oh, no.
No, one is just the Kahlua and the vodka. And the other one is, and so that's the black Russian, and the white Russian is the Kahlua, the vodka, and the cream, well, the milk or the half and half,
Oh, okay. Well,
or the heavy cream.
I'm not as seasoned in the drinks as I thought I was. So the black Russian is just the alcohol, no cream.
Right.
Well, I might be down. I mean, if it's a, quick, if I can do it quick.
A quick what?
Like a how big is a black Russian? Is it like a
Well,
shot?
no, it's the same thing. The wonton soup.
Oh, good God. It's just the cream that makes yeah, I didn't know that either way. It's the cream that makes the difference in the black. So the black Russian is seriously the same size as the wonton soup container.
Yes, but it's just the Kahlua and the vodka.
Oh my God, Joni, you would be stupefied.
Well, yeah, I'm stupefied on the white Russian in
I
that
know.
that container because we don't drink.
No, I know. And like that is a huge container of alcohol.
I know. But let me tell you something. It goes down so smooth
It kind of sounds fun. Like to
that
drink.
it just does. It goes down so smooth and
I hardly ever have a drink.
well, me too. And that's why when I do, it's fun. And that's why
Yeah.
when I can drink that whole thing, by that time I'm sloshed, but I want another one. And I always end up ordering another one and I take like 3 sips of it and then I'm out.
I know. It's a sipping container and all
Hey.
there. For real. It's huge. And Doreen, it's funny. She's a hoot. You know what? Maybe one of our Friday nights we will actually have drinks. We don't
Yeah, maybe we can come on and drink, and everybody
Yeah,
else can have their drinks if they choose
if they
to,
want
and
to, or yeah,
yeah,
we can
and we can
drink.
just have a blast.
Yeah, we can drink, whatever, whatever we want to do.
I mean, no, but there's no telling what'll happen.
I know. Now, I'm assuming no insurance is gonna pay for this stellate ganglion block.
For the what?
Sympathetic reset. I'm thinking about this SGB and the DSR injections. I'm thinking, I'm thinking no insurance company is gonna pay for it, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so. We're gonna have to.
Whitney, her insurance didn't cover it. She had to out of pocket pay.
I don't know. I have not asked, but I think that it is not an FDA approved treatment. I'm not sure. I shouldn't talk about shit I don't know about. But I wonder if that I wonder, I'm gonna talk to my doctor about it. I'm gonna talk to my psychiatrist about it and see what she
Oh
says.
wow, no, she paid out of pocket.
Yeah.
No discount.
Yeah. No, I didn't
Wow.
think so. So, but yeah, it most certainly would be worth looking into.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Something for you and I to talk about.
No free trials, maybe going on.
No, because now I think the word is getting out about it and people are interested in having it done and they're willing to pay out of pocket. And it's not approved. It's not approved by,
The FDA.
yeah, so they're not going to pay for it. Just like weed, we don't get to use our prescription cards for medical marijuana, right?
Right.
Girl Cheryl has had it done and Liz Ferris is scheduled to have it done. Wonderful. I know Liz is scheduled to have it done. I'm so excited for the people that have had it done. And I'm so excited to see everyone's progress with it. And something I may look into myself. I wonder how much it costs in my area. I will have to say, let's see.
$40.
Yeah, $40. $40. I reviewed the stats and other research. I love that, Whitney. Now, Witness, if you could just make a video that includes all of your research and your stats, because I know you're like kick ass at that, right? Then I could trust all of your research and all of your statistics and just believe you. But I will have to do my own. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'll take Whitney's word for it.
Yeah, I know. She's like, I probably
Saves
could.
me the trouble.
Girl, I know you could. I know you could, honey. That's what I'm saying. She's so good at doing her research and stuff like that. Well, anything else that we want to talk about tonight? It's been kind of a, well, sweetheart. You know what, Whitney? If you have done the work and you've done it, go ahead and do it. And there's so many people that are interested in it. I would love to share it with my people.
Maybe she said maybe she will. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Don't you think it'd be a great thing to share with our people, Dor?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I'd want to look at it. I sure would.
Yeah, I know. So definitely, if you do it, let me know.
And keep us up to date with how it's going.
Yeah, how it's going. But Doreen, we're going to be doing more lives. We're going to be checking in with our friends. Maya's
I know.
doing our new friends and seeing how well the protesting is going. I have said that I am maybe interested in protesting from here. If I could find a little bit more support,
Oh
maybe
yeah.
I
I
would
mean,
protest from here.
why not? Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah. So something definitely to
That would be great.
Keep in mind. So, yeah, because we got to keep up with how you're doing. Oh, we're getting phone calls. I don't know quite sure who that is.
Joni.
Oh, well, that's just silly, Joni. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, you ready to go?
If nobody has any questions or anything, and nobody has anything to say,
Nobody has any questions. There's only a couple of us here. I figure sometimes when we have little short talks like this, I like leaving it at like 45, shorter. It's a little bit shorter of a time or less time for people to have to watch or listen through it. So I like keeping it a little bit shorter sometimes.
yeah.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
And Joni is doing, I think Joni's doing pretty well. Dang, she's kicking ass. Isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, she's doing really well. She's coming out of her shell.
I was just going to say that she's out of her shell and she is enjoying so much. And like, that makes me so happy.
So happy. It's been amazing to really
I love watching the transition of her. I really do. I mean, it's
yeah. I know, me too.
I'm so happy for her that she feels so comfortable.
Yeah, me too. I love it. It's
like when she comes in now, it's like she's coming home. She's home.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good. It's nice for her to have people to check in on her, to say, hey guys, I'm home. Hey, I love it. And yeah, it's been great too. Great to be with Joni over this past about year. I mean,
shout out to Joni. You're doing a good job, Joni.
I know. All right, Whitney, thanks, Endor, for keeping me company tonight. Oh, honey, you're welcome. You're welcome. And we're gonna, I think I would like to start doing like an evening. I don't know if you'd be open to it, or we can talk about it later, but around 11 or 12 or so.
Hey, it sounds good,
It's a good time for us. There's not a lot going on at that time. I think it's a good time to like kind of decompress from the day.
Yeah.
And especially in the coming days.
You're right. There's no traffic at this hour.
No, my house is in bed. It's pretty pretty quiet. So yeah, I think it'll be a good time to start.
Maybe some people's husbands are watching television or they're in bed by now and like they can just get on freely and can speak and it's good.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks, Whit, so much for you keeping us company tonight, and Joni and anybody else who happens
and for keeping us informed, because that was very good information.
Yeah. Something I do most certainly want to talk about, and I do want to talk about the post-traumatic stress injury versus the post-traumatic stress disorder, but that'll be a conversation for another day. So, all right. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone. Love yous.
Love you guys to pieces, and we will see you soon.
Peace and love.
All the time.